Aji ani khali to program group le thana to aji hi training khatam ho ke na jai jabole laga hai mon to ide start korisu bole budai kiman mohan kiman time farm group la se itu ta with regular se to PGS na third party certification to mon to ekbar koribo aru itu every year 1 lakhs pay koribo lage and itu bi bhal ase kila mane tu bahar ni patha bole ase bole to koribo lage bole bi iman on economies of I mean we don't have that scale iman uthanai garni takiman farmers ase apni chudo produce kuri na thakle bi itu to orga bussa labi organic produce kuje inya se inya dekhabule garni he PGS aise itu to PGS to madam brabchidi ko bole 2004 di Brazil bra start kursna 20 countries nishna bra ahe na farmers and I know more do certification to more farmers nishna bishi ta hoise koisa bishi bhala ase to garni kini ana perception na lage na mon kosa la korase organic bi mon korase kosa bi mon bhai bhala lage kini itu korbo lage na mon nijor bhai farmer kan bhai kini ka organic ase exam ke sabo community pura sabo village pura sabo kunba thik pra na bole organic ase bole mon bhai ko bojo to thik no ini ga kori bole knowledge sharing kori na community lo de organic certification korna jabole laga kotha ase.
My name is Abokali Jimomi and I am an executive member of NOK, Nagaland Organic Konnect, and I am in charge of this PGS program today for the next 2 days, the training program. So this 2-day program aims at creating awareness about what is participatory guarantee systems for farmers to certify their organic farming farms, and as an alternative to the third-party system or organic certification that's already existing. And we have not done this here in Nagaland. Yes, somewhere I think PGS, some initiative had been taken earlier through the government, but this has not really happened as of now. So this is more of a community or initiative that we are trying to facilitate with the farmer groups and entrepreneurs and even consumers, so that we know what how the certification is done, the alternate certification is done. The farmer groups are mostly from Chumu, Dimapur and Newland, the newly formed Chumu and Newland and Dimapur district mainly, because we've been working with these farmer groups from before, and the entrepreneurs and other individuals who are interested are of course not necessarily just Dimapur, anywhere, they're welcome from anywhere, so others are also participating. This is a kick-off program for our PGS certification. They'll learn how to do the PGS certification by themselves. Since it's a peer monitoring system, the farmers will monitor themselves, and there are different procedures, how to monitor what they're doing, and then there are certain documentations or certain activities that they need to undertake. So we will teach them how to do that, and this is an ongoing thing. So as long as they're going to do organic farming, they'll have to, and they want to their products to be they want to come under not just products, they want their farming and their activities to be under participatory guarantee system. They'll have to keep doing these exercises, and that's what we're going to help. So in these 2 days, that's what they're going to learn, mostly about how to monitor each other to produce safe food, nutritious food for local people. We're focusing on the local production and local consumers first, right? So that is what they're going to learn in the procedures and techniques, how to do it in the next 2 days, and then we'll continue doing it probably for the rest of their farming life.
Thanks to NOK team for carrying the same enthusiasm and same faith that I carry in PGS. A little bit about me. I have been associated with the PGS movement in India for the last 5 years now. But the idea of PGS is quite old across the world. There are more than 40 initiatives. Probably Jennifer will be a better person to talk about the global initiatives. PGS is more than 40 years old across the globe, and in India also it is close to 20 years old. The organization that I represent, which is called the PGS Organic Council, is now close to 20 years old. So for 2 decades, many farmers in India have been practicing or have adopted these systems which are called as PGS. So sticking to the agenda of the keynote, because we're going to spend a lot of time together, 1.5 days, and there's going to be a lot of conversations, so we're going to learn a lot from each other, because the beauty or the real crux of PGS is so flexible, and the scope for innovation is so much that it happens only when we all have conversations. That we use this word called stakeholders. And stakeholders who center their ideas, their thought processes around farmers, better production systems, better ways to grow organic food, and then consumers who aspire for better food. So everybody, I mean, the PGS outlook is that every human being in this world would want to eat the best possible food. And that's why we keep emphasizing on local food systems, as local as possible, and the systems also being as culturally appropriate as possible, as inclusive as possible, okay? Not just small farmers, we would want the big farmers also to talk about PGS. We would want really large enterprises also to think about local markets and make good food available to local markets. So PGS is supposed to be a very, very large canvas. It's a large canvas in which I think all of us can do some beautiful work.
There was a lot of misconception about organic. Organic is not for the farmers, it's for the rich people, and there was so many misconception about it. And even I was, very fearful about how to go about it. And since I was a very young guy back then, I think I was about 22, 23 back then, with a lot of doubts, I would say, but with a big dream that I had, that organic would really help the farmers and help our land overall. We decided to go ahead with organic certification and really get into the organic movement. 2016, when I first started the certification process, like I said, it took me about a year, just to save up money, because I really did not know how much it was going to cost me. Everybody said it was going to cost you a lot and all that. Collected whatever I could, then searched for an agency, for a third party. It was one cert back then, and then we started the process. When we started the process, the first expression that I got about organic movement or the organic certification or whatever, we have different names for it. I found that it's more of a family. It's like a big family that comes together to help each other. That was the first expression that I got. When the officer landed in our farm for the certification, when he saw me as a young person trying to do something, he removed a lot of the fees, his personal fees, his expenses, gave a huge waiver on the fees and all that. And then he said, as a young person, I would really like you to go ahead, encourage other farmers, do well, and also teach other people. That's what he told me. That's how I started. And then through that, that step that I took, after about a year, I met Ma'am Akali. She played a very big role in our journey. After I met her, I think we started to get more opportunities to be part of different organic forums. We started getting to take part in international events, to got an opportunity to go for research works to different countries, even to Europe, sponsored by the Department of Agriculture and various other departments. And from there on, I think there was no looking back.
But this is not a government program per se. It's a collaboration, and this is really a farmers program that farmers have to. Since maybe farmers were not aware of this PGS system, it's a global movement, and many countries are already doing it, as we have heard. It's been nearly 20 years under IFOM, and so they're already practicing this, and farmers themselves organize themselves, and then they bring out a certification system for themselves, and that's what we want our Naga farmers also to do, because we're mostly smallholder farmers, and it's a low cost and inexpensive, but very what should I say? Very beneficial for community building and for trust building as well. So it's just not farming, but it's also about community responsibility, community having a shared vision in the community. So it's more of a for the community, and also for our land, also for our soil health and the food that we produce for our people. There are certain procedures. The technicalities will learn from this next 2 training sessions and many more training sessions to come, but there are also guidelines how to produce or how to cultivate or what to monitor and what is harmful, what is not permitted, and those are the things we'll also learn.
So I have 4 points. I think what I will do is to just follow up on what Michelle said. I will give you the history of PGS from the IFOM perspective. Okay? So IFOM stands for the International Federation of Organic Agriculture Movements. It's such a long name. So what we have done is we add on to our name, say IFOM-Organics International. Because when we say IFOM is, oh, you have an iPhone? We were so kind of doing that. It's IFOM-Organics International, IFOM-Organics Asia, IFOM-Organics Europe. We do that because in the word organics, it tells you what we do. Because why we do it, the IFOM Asia logo will be changed this June. So we'll be launching a new logo, so that's why we just say IFOM Asia at the moment. It's legally, internally we have changed our name to IFOM Organics Asia, but legally we have not adopted the logo yet, right? So we just do IFOM Asia, right? Okay. So I will start with the history of PGS. Vishal said PGS is 40 years old, that's quite correct. But the IFOM adoption of the word PGS, the PGS existed in many different forms, right? But coming under the word PGS is actually next year with the 20th year.